Anyways, I'm in the driving chair.
Yeah, Yolo's driving so that I could vlog, but then she didn't want me to vlog. And now I don't know what to say anymore. I did that when I worked in consulting, and like I totally bought into this like work and like flexing about the amount of work that you do. Take some time to play today. And it's near the dog. Oh! Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. Can't believe we're already at day 6, but we're gonna have a great vlog today. So happy that you're here. So thanks for being here. What are you worried about? What are you worried about? I don't know if you can tell. The highway is right behind me, and this might give you an indication of where we are / where we're going. So I just grabbed a little snack. I am on the road, side of the highway kind of thing, on my way to Ottawa. I'm only going for a day because I have to do something I've been avoiding. This vlog, we're gonna do 1 or 2 days. I'm not 100% sure yet, but as I was driving over, I realized that the kind of theme of the vlog, if you will, or the next couple days is going to be realness and reset. So we're gonna do some reset tasks, like when I get home, I wanna clean the house, but there's also something really resetting I find about doing stuff you've been putting off. And then the realness aspect is like being real with you guys about some things that I put off. Starting with this trip to Ottawa, because my cousins own a car dealership and they are the ones who sold me this car. They're the ones who do all of the service on the car. I've never ever been anywhere else. And so even though it's kind of annoying and out of the way to, you know, not go to a garage where I live in Montreal, but drive and go to Ottawa, it's a nice excuse to see family. Plus they are family who work on the car. So yeah, and anyways, I have some stuff I need to do to the car, some things that are squeaking and that are making noise that need to get checked. I got to get my winter tires put on, which I was kind of embarrassed to say because I'm 5 days past the deadline, which is not great. Not great at all, but luckily the weather's been really dry. So it's just the kind of thing that I always put off doing, anything related to the car, because I know it's going to be expensive. I know I have to go to Ottawa to do it. And so it's the kind of thing that like, I just want to like close my eyes and turn away from and not do. But once you do it, you like I know I'm going to drive off the car dealership either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not sure when I'm going to go, but I'm going to drive off feeling so refreshed because I finally got this thing done. So there's the realness for you. I got a snack because I was hungry. My favorite thing from Tim Hortons is the farmer's wrap. It's like a breakfast sandwich with sausage. They also do it with Beyond Meat if you're vegetarian, cheese, like there's a sauce and there's a hash brown inside of it. And then this is an apple cinnamon tea in their holiday cup, which is so cute. So this is gonna be perfect for the road. I just can't really eat and drive. Oh yeah, you're back. I'm not super capable of eating and driving. So today is Monday. I don't know if I said that already. I did some work stuff in the morning. It's now 2:30 and we're on the road to Ottawa. I love driving in the middle of the day. I find it super, you just feel like you're free. You feel so empowered, at least I do. And I just feel so grateful to like have a car and have the flexibility to just go when I need to, when I want to. I was listening to the Emrata podcast. It was the first time I ever listened to it. And it was the episode with this writer named Stephanie Danler, who I read her book, Sweet Bitter. It was such a good book. So it was really cool to hear like her story and her thoughts on the book and just their conversation. It was like, I was just like smiling while I was listening to it. It was so pleasant. I like podcasts where there's not always necessarily like a takeaway and you're not always necessarily like learning something. You're just listening to a conversation. I love that. And she wrote a memoir that I really want to read now because her first book, Sweet Bitter, was so good. You guys should definitely read it. I'll put like a picture of the cover on the screen so you know what to look for. And that's that. I'm really happy and excited to be going to Ottawa, see my family, get this car stuff sorted out. And yeah, also the other thing I wanted to say is I took a weird way. So I like to drive without GPS because I hate having my car, like having sounds and having, oh, I have to look at my phone, but I also need to look at the road. Like, and I'm really afraid that even though I'm just on my GPS, that a cop is going to see me and give me a ticket. And I think it's $500. The Quebec tickets for being on your phone, like, no thank you. So I drive without GPS, and I know this way to Ottawa like inside out. I've done it so many times, but I managed to go the wrong way. Like, I started driving to the airport for some reason, because I'd had a few drives to the airport. Like, I had 3 drives there in 3 weeks. So I guess my body just went on autopilot, started driving to the airport, and you can still get to Ottawa that way. It's just a little bit longer. But there was no traffic. Like, the way that I normally take, it's like traffic. This was no traffic. So this is the new way I'm going to take. It was so much more pleasant. And I don't know why I wanted to share that with you guys, but I did. Okay, I will see you guys in Ottawa. We're going to be with the fam. It's going to be so much fun. Welcome to this vlog. A long intro. Wouldn't be a video from me if it wasn't long. All right, cut. See you. I don't know. Let's try this tea. Oh, it's so hot. We made it. We made it. We're here at my dad's house now. The drive went well. Everything's good. I'm just exhausted from like being so focused and just like a bit anxious on the road, like kind of holding my breath. Like, every time I change lanes, I realize like I don't breathe. I don't breathe when I'm changing lanes. I hold my breath because like I get scared. Anyways, it's 4:30. Did I say that? My dad's upstairs working, and I have no idea where my sister is. I don't even know if my dad told her that I was coming, so I don't know if she's gonna come meet up with us or what, but we're probably gonna go out for dinner. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Do you want some water? Are you thirsty maybe? Are you ready?
Do you cut the audio? Anyways, I'm in the driving chair.
Yeah, Yola's driving so that I could vlog, but then she didn't want me to vlog. And now I don't know what to say anymore because I'm her embarrassing older sister.
Well, I thought you were going to vlog while I was driving. That's why you wanted me to drive.
Yeah,
Because
and then you
like,
said, don't film
no,
me. Because put your hood back on. You looked like Voldemort. But it was like tight. It was like tight against her.
No, I look like a sperm.
Okay, we're gonna go get burritos for us and for our dad. Thanks.
I like how it drives. Oh, I think it's this way.
Alexis Wren, is that you?
Huh?
Do you know who Alexis Wren is? No. You don't know who Alexis Wren is?
Thing?
Yeah, it's a millennial thing. Maggie, what's Yola doing? What's Yola doing? I can't tell if she likes it or hates it.
Yeah, play a song.
Okay, play Claire de Lune.
Huh?
Claire de Lune. Remember, we made you play for Mary?
Oh, and then she was like...
And she was like, oh yeah, you're good.
Oh, do you want 2 cups for each flavor?
No.
No. Well, I guess we should each have a cup and then we can just pour from it. No, I sent you a photo of the menu.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's been screwing around with my phone? Because it doesn't ding when I get a message.
You should have just kept the
That
iPhone
was
12.
probably Peyton.
Last time we had to use like the counter or something, Dad.
Oh, yeah.
You have a wine opener?
Oh! Praise the Lord.
So what's everyone grateful for?
The Lord is good to me, and so I thank the
No,
Lord.
buddy.
For giving me the things I need, the sun, the rain, and the apple seed. The Lord is good to
Hey,
me.
you can't do that.
And forever.
Why?
Oh.
That's too much for him.
Oh.
So how do you zoom in?
Do the vlog. So we just went to Walmart and now we're gonna play Yahtzee, which is like a dice game.
I think, let's show them. We got our dice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what I could roll over it.
Is there pencils?
Ooh, not bad.
How come you didn't get a bigger bag?
That's what I said. I'm like, what's the point in getting a little bag? But whatever.
Why don't you use these used ones? They've already started. Why would you get a fresh one?
Because I wanted to be...
Because we're worth it.
I want to be nice. We'll do another, get our next
All right,
game.
all right. Where's the pens?
Little baby,
Now we have to
so
get-
cute. You're so cute. Oh!
So now you decide.
Oh! Full house. Do I just do a check mark or what?
No, you put the number.
Across from the farm boy.
So it's about 7 p.m. the next day and I'm home, as you can see, back in Montreal. Today, if I could sum it up in one word, it was just like pure anxiety. I don't know why I always feel bad when I come on camera and tell you guys that I've had these anxious days, because I don't want to come across as like negative or ungrateful or anything like that. But today was just a very anxious day for me, and I don't know, like, I don't even feel like dissecting why. It just is what it is. Those feelings that we talked about a couple of vlogs ago that come up when I go home, they definitely resurfaced. And so it's always that contrast between what you guys saw yesterday, which was feeling so excited to go home, going home, getting hit with this like anxiety, stuff to do, people to please, feelings of chaos, not being in my own element. Also really, really happy to see family. Like it all turns into a ball of anxiety inside of my stomach. Guilt about not being productive enough, guilt about not having enough time to see everyone, just everything. And then also needing to come home. Like I needed to come back tonight. I didn't want to drive in the dark because I really hate that. It makes me feel anxious. And I've got to work very early tomorrow. I have a shift at the spin studio, so I needed to be back tonight. And then obviously having this car dealership thing to do. So I saw my mom today. That was nice. I got a tiny bit of productivity in, and then I spent 3 hours at the car dealership. I drove home, not only in the dark, but in the pouring rain. And I literally feel like I can't breathe because of anxiety. And anyways, I know that all sounds really negative, but I've got to keep it real with you guys. So driving home, I was like, do I work when I get home? Do I go see JS? Do I tell him to come over? Do I order takeout? What do I do? And I need to take care of myself. And so I'm glad that I had this, I was like, Zoey, take a bath, read, and chill the F out, because I know tomorrow's going to be go, 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 and there's room for go, go, go tomorrow, but I'm going to keep up in the spiral of anxiety unless I block it right now. So you guys might be able to hear, and you saw, I'm pouring myself a bubble bath. I'm going to do all of the self-care things. Like my chest feels tight, my body feels tight, everything just feels so tight, like the physical elements of anxiety. So I want to just take like an hour to myself. It's 7 o'clock. We've got time. I'm going to make dinner later. I made a tea to drink in the bath. It's Wednesday morning. I just had my sort of classic 5 a.m. when I go in to work day. It was really nice. I just got home and I actually stuck around there afterwards because I was supposed to have an appointment at 11. They ended up calling me and canceling, so I just came home. But I started getting some work done there. I did my journaling, and overall it's just been a really great morning. Taking that time for self-care last night was like invaluable. It was so good. I felt so much better. Like I don't even have the words for it. Something that I was thinking about while I was in the bath, and I just felt myself like relaxing, finally able to take those deeper breaths and just like really truly like relaxing, was all of this is free. Like everything I did that night for self-care, like stretching, you know, all of my like, I guess the serums and stuff and all of the like lotions and potions are not free, but I already had them, like they're spread out over time. So it's all stuff I already had. I didn't spend a dime that night basically. And that whole routine that I did, I spent maybe an hour and a half doing it, was free. And I felt just as relaxed, if not more, than I did when I went and got that massage. Because if you guys remember in the vlog when I went and got a massage, it was really, really great. But then I came home and I started working, and all of the stress just kind of like the visual that I have inside my mind and what I like feel in my body is like recrystallized, like going like got all tightened back up inside of me. So I spent over $100. I think I spent like $120 with tax and everything on that massage, which was great. I don't regret it, but it goes to show that free self-care and stuff at home can be just as good as going out and getting like some kind of treatment done. So that was my little takeaway. So all that to say, feeling so much better, had a really like good and positive start to the day. I want to keep up that energy throughout the rest of the day today. It's going to be a typical work day. I've got a lot kind of on the to-do list. I really want to be super productive because Monday, Tuesday, I wasn't so productive, but coming at it from a very positive headspace. Gentle productivity. We love it. Now I want to get changed. I like this outfit. However, whenever I wear something to work, I put on a different sweater, but whenever I wear something to work, I need to come home and change after because I'm doing a lot of cleaning and like touching stuff and sprays and disinfectants, like all this stuff at work. And I don't want to like wear that for the rest of the day. So I'm going to get changed. I'm just going to put back on the plush set because it was so, where is it? It was so good and cozy last night. It's a gray, rainy, wet, dreary day today. And I'm like, this is a perfect outfit for that. So let me get changed. Close your eyes. Okay, that is so much better. So cozy. I want to show you guys this that I got, was it last night? No, the night before at Walmart. It's this little like peekaboo advent calendar. There's nothing in it. It's just paper, but it was so cute. I couldn't resist it. It was $3. And I mentioned this before, but I ordered an advent calendar from David's Tea. I wanted to do it with you guys during Vlogmas and like open up and have a tea every day. You know, it's like, what could be more on brand for my channel? It was perfect, but we're already now, what are we? We're the 7th of December and it still hasn't even shipped. Like it hasn't even left the warehouse. So I'm just gonna return it. Like we're halfway through Vlogmas at this point. So it was really expensive, and yeah, I'm just gonna, when it arrives, I'm just gonna send it back. I feel kind of bad because like, obviously it's an advent calendar. What are they gonna do with it? But it was $75 and the whole point of it was to be for Vlogmas. So kind of disappointed by that, but I figured we could do this together instead, and it still brings like a little element of holiday spirit. So I think it's like, I feel like this is for kids really, but look how cute. So we have a bunch to open up, starting with number 1. Oh my God, I thought it was gonna be pictures, but it's little words. Look, number 1 says, "You're so shiny and bright." Oh, thank you. Where's number 2? Take some time to play today. And it's near the dog. Enjoy a peaceful moment. Yeah, that was for yesterday, but we can do it again today. Number 4, find a little extra fun in your world today. Oh my God, these are so cute. Number 5, a small mouse. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Number 6. Here we go. Delight in all the small surprises of this season. Cute. And then lastly, number 7. Here it is. Oh my God, I love all the dogs. That's why I chose this one. You're positively amazing. Thank you. I mean, I feel like all of this might have been a little bit more impactful had we done it on the day that, you know, one a day, but we'll keep going throughout the rest of Vlogmas. And this is so cute. So I'm glad I got that. I needed a little something festive that wasn't chocolate, and I'm sad about my tea advent calendar, but it is what it is. All right, I just finished eating. It was so good. I feel so re-energized. Avocado toast is one of my favorite things to eat for either breakfast or lunch. I haven't had it in so long, but I had avocados. I got them on sale. And what was that? Anyways, that just put me in a really good mood. I'm drinking a tea and it's very full and it's 12:50. I've made some great progress today. I'm really happy with how the day is going, and now it is time to get to cleaning. I like to clean kind of in the middle of the day because typically that's when there's the best lighting in my apartment, and I really like cleaning when the sun is coming in, when it's all bright and I can see everything, because at night my apartment gets so dark I feel like I can't see what I'm doing. Today there is no sun, but it's still going to be about the brightest time of day, so now is the time to clean, and we always start with laundry. You guys know my kind of cleaning routine by now. And when it comes to cleaning, you guys also know that I always use Tru Earth to do my laundry, and now I have some other products from them that I'm going to show you as well. But the laundry strips are just kind of their tried and true staple item. I've been using these for over a year. I know a lot of you guys have tried them and love them. You've let me know in the comments, which is amazing. I love when you try out the products that I recommend. It makes me feel like kind of connected to you guys in a way, like we're using the same stuff, we're doing our laundry the same way. So Tru Earth is a company from Canada, from British Columbia. I am so proud to work with them, for them to be an ongoing partner on my channel. I'm so grateful to work with them, and I love their products. I use them pretty much daily, definitely every single week. So many different elements of my cleaning routine all come back to Tru Earth. My family has even gotten on it. I took this video at my dad's house the other night to show you guys how big his Tru Earth stash is. Like, he loves it, Camilla loves it. You guys, this stuff is the bomb. So this is 1 year's supply of laundry detergent. Can you believe it? This is smaller than a typical jug that might last you a month or two. The reason that it is so compact is because this strip right here is all you need to do 1 load of laundry. You just rip it up and throw it in your washing machine, and it cleans your clothes fantastically. It smells amazing, and it just works. This is biodegradable, and it's so compact. So what I just showed you guys was the 1 year, like I said. This is about 1 month. This is 32 strips, so 32 loads of laundry. Look how thin that is. That takes up no room, no matter where your laundry machine is. Now I want to show you some of the other products that I've been trying from Tru Earth. This is the toilet bowl cleaner. It's actually my dad who told me about them because he bought it. It works fantastically. It doesn't have that like strong chemical smell that so many toilet cleaners have. Like, it's just really, really nice. Just like the laundry detergent, you rip it up, throw it in the toilet, let it dissolve, and then swish it around with your brush. Your toilet is sparkling clean. This is a product I use every single day. It's a biodegradable sponge. And speaking of compact, you guys, there's 4 more in here. Basically, this you add water and it expands to become this. It doesn't change color, but blue will become blue. So this was once all thin like that. So it's so nice for storage. It's so much more eco-friendly for shipping and delivery. What is really, I think, the most important is that they work. I use this sponge every single day. I don't have a working dishwasher, so I wash my dishes by hand. I use this sponge. I love it. The very last thing I want to show you are these bamboo pads that I use for washing my face, taking off my makeup. You know, I was struggling with some eczema. It was super, super gentle on my eye. It comes in this bag, and these are all of the ones I've used so far. So you just throw them in this bag and then throw the whole bag in the wash, and you've got these reusable pads for cleaning your face. I really, really recommend that you guys check out Tru Earth, head over to their website and pick up a few items. You can order on subscription if you want to save. You can do like me and order an annual pack. Plus, all of their products are simply amazing. They also have the dryer balls so that you don't need to use disposable laundry sheets. I really just think it's like your one-stop shop for cleaning products. And of course, I have a discount code for you guys. You can use code Zoey10 at checkout and at the link down below to save 10% off of your order. I will put all of the places that Tru Earth ships to on the screen so you will know if it's available in your area. I am so grateful to Tru Earth for working with me on my channel. I love them so much. I recommend them to you guys, my friends and family, and you just can't go wrong. So with that being said, thank you so much, Tru Earth, for sponsoring this video. Thank you to all of you who make it possible for me to work with amazing dream brands like this. And now let's get to cleaning. Back in the car, and we've got Maggie. I just picked her up. I actually picked up JS as well, and we're parked outside this restaurant. He went to go get a milkshake. It's almost 5. We're just taking a little break together. We both texted each other and we're like, I'm fed up. So after I did my cleaning, which was great, it really only took me like 20 minutes. It was super fast. I just sat back down at my desk, got some more copywriting work done. As you guys know, I said my goal was to finish like everything that was on my plate. I did get some new stuff added to my plate, but I feel like if I finish everything that was old, you know, I'll check off my goals. So the plan is to go back and work on that later tonight. I really don't mind. Like, the peace of mind is what's more important. And I think we could still squeeze in an episode of Gossip Girl and a cute dinner. So I started feeling the anxiety creep back up. Also, I wanted to talk about this. I had like my first kind of like not good feedback. I don't want to say it was bad, but it was not really good feedback as a copywriter. So just like an overall interesting afternoon. Anyways, all that to say, anxiety started creeping back in, not even related to the call, just like again, feeling kind of overwhelmed, feeling rushed. And luckily I had a call with Deborah, my manager, who always makes me feel better. Like, I feel weird saying she's my manager, even because in times like that, it really just feels like talking to a friend. So grateful for her and just like the kind of support that she gives me. But yeah, so let's talk about this feedback, because I don't want to share too much, because obviously it's private and like the company like doesn't want me saying anything, and that's fine. Interesting learning experience. And that's that. I also wanted to talk briefly about cleaning, because the theme is kind of like, you know, reset, and then also doing tasks that we've been putting off. So like the car, cleaning used to be something, I can see JS pacing around inside the restaurant. Cleaning used to be something that I would put off all the time, and that would give me so much anxiety. Like when I would look around my house and see all of the tumbleweeds of dog hair and my own hair and dust, I would get so stressed. And my solution to that was doing a once a week cleaning appointment. Once a week, I'm doing my laundry, I'm vacuuming my floors, I'm dusting a little bit. Today I didn't do the dusting because there was just so much other stuff to do. But having that weekly appointment keeps you accountable and keeps you from getting anxiety and overwhelmed. So maybe I need to find a way to integrate more of like copywriting and YouTube and like daily tasks. Hi, I'm just vlogging.
I thought you were talking to me.
No.
Talking to me? Get it?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Show them.
Chocolate milkshake from Uniburger, but
Can I taste? Have you had a
it's
sip
wonderful.
already?
Yeah. It's good. The guy gave it to me with the lid not like closed.
Okay, anyways, having daily tasks that you do every day so that you check it off and just making it a habit. Not sure what they're going to be yet, but that could help. Do you have stuff that makes you anxious? Do you ever get anxious?
Yeah.
What makes you anxious?
The future.
All right, bye.
Present.
Okay.
The past.
Today on the phone, JS told me that he was a thought leader.
None of what you said is actually true. It was yesterday in person.
No, it was today on the phone.
You're such a liar.
What?
It was yesterday when you picked me up.
It was on the phone?
No, I was literally sat exactly where I'm sit. Yeah, I lead
How does
the
it feel to
thoughts.
be chauffeured around by me?
It's pretty good, actually.
For once, it's a change.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, eh? You talking to me?
If anyone knows what movie that's from, you have to comment it.
Even I don't know.
Well, I was feeling anxious today.
Mm.
You don't know? We just watched it.
I know, it's a joke.
Yeah, I started feeling anxious. I wasn't feeling anxious this morning, and then
Wait.
this afternoon. Yeah, he's jamming.
Yeah, it's the Amazon driver who just...
Do you think it's the same? It's definitely the same
Yeah, it's
guy.
the same guy, yeah.
There's
I
this
recognize
guy
him.
in our neighborhood who drives like the Amazon truck, and he always blasts his music. Like he's having a good time, and we're happy for him.
Wow, they just closed this store 5 minutes before it closed. Rough.
Okay, well, great talking to you. We're having chicken schnitzel for dinner. He doesn't like HelloFresh. Whenever I'm like, oh, I have HelloFresh, like, I would be so excited. He's like,
What, the items you had this week were kind of bizarre. The taco is normal, but the schnitzel are special.
Yeah, but when else are you going to have schnitzel?
The
I don't even
restaurant.
think I've ever had schnitzel.
Oh, oui.
No?
At Arthur's?
No? Okay, I'm going to drive you to the thing, and should I just wait for you? How long is it going to take?
No, it takes 45 minutes. I think it was actually horrible planning. You should have just came to my place after, instead of going back to your place, to then going back to my place.
No, but I need my 2 screens.
Do you need your 2 brain cells with it?
Go to hell.
Do you know what it's like to be, like, absolutely hilarious?
Yeah. I don't think you know what it's like. Okay, this is boring. we're back. I just dropped off JS at the barber. He's getting his hair cut. And I pulled over onto this like random street that's full of really cute houses. I'm parked in front of one right now. They're probably gonna think I'm a weirdo because like all their lights are on and I can fully see inside. But anyway, I'm just gonna like, you know, peek because I'm curious, but not be a creep. So I'm gonna wait for him because it's raining and I'm a nice girlfriend. I brought a book to read with me in the car, and I figure like may as well just wait, because if I go home I'm just gonna get like sucked into work, and then I don't want to make him walk in the rain after he just got a haircut. That kind of sucks. So I'm gonna wait. I feel like this vlog is getting really long, but something else that's been on my mind, well, just today, I guess, is like working at night and like stuff like that, because sometimes I feel bad showing myself or like talking about the fact that I do work late some nights or when I work on the weekends, because I'm really against this culture of like glamorizing working all the time, because I did that when I worked in consulting, and like I totally bought into this like work and like flexing about the amount of work that you do culture, and I realized like just how toxic it is. So I always want to be careful when I say certain things here, but the reality of being a freelancer is like the last 2 days, like Monday and Tuesday, I spent all this time in the car. I spent all this time waiting around at the garage. And so I do kind of have to make up for some of that time, not just because of like having to make up for time on the clock, but work stuff, like things to do, projects, tasks, videos to edit, copy to write, you know what I mean, didn't get done. And so I do have to make up for that, and I want to. So that's why I'm like gonna be working tonight. And yeah, that's, I guess, freelancer realities. And it's also, sometimes you do have to put in extra time, sometimes you don't want to, sometimes you have to force yourself to unplug, kind of like I'm doing right now. And yeah, I guess, I don't know, I'd love to know where you guys stand on that. Like, if I wasn't a freelancer and I didn't do YouTube and I really had like a 9 to 5 that didn't pay me overtime, I would try to work as little as possible outside of working hours, because you're not getting any really compensation from it. Sometimes you have to finish a project or whatever, but you know, you want to minimize that when that's not necessarily part of your job description. But I feel like as a freelancer, it kind of is part of your job description. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I guess I'm just rambling at this point, but that's my little memo to say that I do try and be careful. And that's that. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I think this was Vlogmas day 7 or 6. I think I said it was 6 this whole video, but I forgot to factor in the Sunday chat. So I don't know if it's going to be 6 or 7. We shall see. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Tru Earth for sponsoring. You guys are my favorite. And someone's walking by. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.